Started recording. Truck almost pulled out in front of us. Anyways, there is the morning dew or fog hanging out here. We're on our way down to Atlanta today. A little bit of a different day for us.
Yep. We have beautifying appointments today. Gary's got a haircut and I got a wax.
Yep.
And we might meet up with a friend later, just depending on how her day goes. We might go to the Atlanta Flight Museum. We're not really sure.
Yeah, we're going to do something while we're in Atlanta. And then we have to pick up a rental car because in 2 days we're heading back down to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And so the only place that has good rental cars is the airport in Atlanta. So we've got to travel 2.5 hours to the airport. We pick up a car and then we head back up here.
And we figure we might as well add all of our to-do list on the day that we're coming down here. Well, some of our to-do list. And maybe we'll get some good food in Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't found any good hair cutters or anything up here. That's why we're going out to Atlanta to get it done. We normally do it in California, but the last 2 times I've done it in California, it was just a really bad experience. So I've got to find a new place out there, and we just haven't done that yet. So there's one place in Atlanta that we used that was pretty good, so that's where we'll go back to. Yeah, this is what our morning looks like. The road construction, some kind of happening. It was really rainy last night. We got some thunder and stuff, so that's why it's so overcasty.
Storming.
Yeah.
It's brewing, and it's supposed to rain the next couple of days on and off. And I think our journey to Florida might be kind of rainy.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, we're hoping for not too much rain.
We found a couple stops along the way we're going to stop at. Switch it up since we normally just do our Buc-ee's and drive. There's a couple places we saw in someone else's video that they stopped in Florida that we might check out.
Yeah. We also found some tiki bars.
Yeah.
We found a couple of interesting spots that we want to hit when we go down there and just kind of go off the beaten path.
And a lot of AI videos.
Yeah. Too many.
Too many. We decided to take a different route than we normally do, going through the twisties. We're heading down to Dahlonega this way. Woo!
If I hit a curve hard enough, a sharp enough curve, you can hear the undercarriage of the car scrape on the road.
It's not. It's the plastic underneath the car, but yeah.
Yeah. Because the car sits extremely low to the ground. This is extremely low to the ground car.
Yep.
But she's good. She's a good car. We're still on battery, too.
We are. We made it all the way this far. We still have 3 miles left on battery. Yeah, that's what the twisties look like. Nice and green. We've got some sunlight finally, so the sun is peeking through. Hopefully Atlanta's nice and sunny today.
That's what we're hoping.
Yeah, we haven't seen sun in a week. We've got another few miles, and now we're back into the overcasty. It was nice and sunny. Now we're in the overcast. It looked like it might rain. But we're making our way down to Atlanta. We've got about an hour until we get to where we're going. And we'll be there about 30 minutes early, so should be good on timing. Got done with my haircut. Nacy got with her Brazilian wax.
Actually, we did a bikini this time. I'll spare you the details, but we didn't do full. I guess the difference between a full bikini and a Brazilian is the Brazilian is the little butt strip.
Good to know.
At least at European Wax Center.
So we've got some time to kill. We've got to figure out what we're doing next. Not really sure. We're going to figure that out. I'm a little hungry.
Me too.
So we might go for some food next. Let's see what's around here. Cruising down. This is what the area looks like. We're going to Dunwoody. Which if you've never been to Atlanta, there's a bunch of offshoots of Atlanta that are still called Atlanta. Well, that was a nice turn. That was a nice random move there. Didn't feel like waiting for the light, I guess.
It's Atlanta.
Yep. And Nacy chose Chuys. She didn't want Mexican, and then she chose Chuys. So.
I was trying to think of what did we get here that we liked, and the only thing we got was Mexican food. There was a burrito taco place that we would order from,
yep.
and then we would order from Chuys. And
yep.
I was like,
Macy listening to our new Sleep Token album.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like in the area. Made it to Chuys. It's kind of a cool looking Chuys. I got like a tiki outpost there. I always love the colors of Chuys. It's like Elvis inspired too, normally. So we'll see what the inside looks like. Got set at the bar. That's what the ceiling looks like. And check out the bar. All of the pups. You can actually bring a picture of your pup in and they'll put it on the bar normally. That's what we're looking at. And it's like a solarium. It's kind of interesting.
Nice and bright.
Yeah, it's really bright in there. I got the fajitas without the onions and peppers. And Macy got something for the first time, a taco salad. Looks pretty good.
Creamy jalapeno.
Yeah. Jalapeno dressing. Alright, we're going to dig in. We'll let you know what we thought at the end. I wanted to give you a little peek at everything. Just got out of our Chuys experience. Did you like it?
Yeah, Chuys is always good. Honestly, it's Tex-Mex, so like it's nothing fancy. But I will say the creamy jalapeno is
good. Yeah.
So good. They make their salsa in-house. They make their dressings in-house.
They make their tortillas in-house.
So it's really hard to find a sit-down restaurant like that does that, especially a chain restaurant that is still committed to making stuff in the store. So
yeah, they had a whole Elvis table. I saw them going to the bathroom. That was fascinating.
Hilarious.
It's great. I like it for a chain restaurant. It's probably one of the better ones. It's not as good as, say, a local one that did all this stuff, like Juan's Flaming Fajitas, I feel like is better. But for a chain, you can't beat this.
Yep.
So we're going to head to the airport. We looked at the Delta Museum. It's not fully open today. We can go see the 747, but it still costs the same. So I don't really want to pay $14 if I don't get to see the museums. So I don't think we're going to do that, but we might do something else when we get over there. Hang on when we go. Made it to the car return. See, we've been here many a times on the channel.
Yes. Yes, we have.
So what are you hoping for?
An Audi or a BMW?
Audi or BMW. So let's see what she gets. She'll film a little bit of her experience.
Yeah, hopefully they have CarPlay because I didn't bring an extra cord. But that's okay. I roughly can get out of here.
Okay.
So Gary's gonna head back in this car. I'm gonna go pick up the other car. I'll show you guys a little bit of that experience and
we'll meet up somewhere outside of Atlanta. Made it to the gas station. It's literally got no gas at all. That was a risky maneuver. I thought I would find something a little sooner, and then I got stuck in between two towns. And if you know anything about rural areas, sometimes there's just no gas stations. So I made it to a Chevron. Check it out. It's all filled. Cost me like 30 some odd bucks. This is only a 9-gallon tank and old Volty. Yeah, $9. I'm sorry, 9 gallons, $32. Not so bad. There's some gas prices in case you're wondering. I'm going to keep heading on. Well, that concludes our trip down to Atlanta. We're actually on our next adventure, so subscribe if you want to see us do some adventuring in Florida.
yeah, so it was kind of an uneventful day. We drove down to Atlanta. We were hoping to see a friend of ours, but she unfortunately got a little too busy, which totally understandable. Then we had lunch at Chuy's, our favorite Tex-Mex spot.
We were hoping to go to the Delta Museum and a couple other museums, but everything was closed because it was a Monday. So if you didn't know, Mondays in the South are a really bad day to go out and see things because everything's always closed.
Ain't that the truth?
Baby Ruth.
So yeah, so we got the car. We'll have to throw in a couple of clips of the car that we got because although it's a luxury, it's really not a luxury.
Yeah, you'll see those on Instagram and TikTok. If you want to see them, definitely subscribe to either our Instagram, Lostgirlintomorrowland, or our TikTok, which is the same.
Yeah, so if you guys like this kind of content, make sure you give it a thumbs up.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button.
And make sure you ring that notification bell so you get notified when we do at least 3 videos a week.
And we'll come and get you all for the next one.
Ain't that the truth, Baby Ruth?
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
We just want to take a moment to thank you all for watching the video. To those 90% of you guys out there watching who haven't subscribed yet, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It really helps our channel grow and reach a wider audience. And for all those other YouTube personalities that you're watching out there, I'm sure they would appreciate it as well. To those that have subscribed, thank you for tagging along with us on our journeys. We appreciate your love, support, your likes, and all those wonderful comments that we're getting to on our videos. So we look forward to taking you on our next adventure. We'll see you on the next one.